You know, I've often said here on the show, it's a funny game in the world of politics, isn't it? Because really, now more than ever, it's about showmanship. Did you see that? Yes, somebody's trying to tell me something. Absolutely. But it is about showmanship. It's the ones that actually work better on camera. When you think about it, part and parcel, I felt, of the problem in the recent American elections, and this is, you know, with impartiality, is exactly how Kamala Harris came across on screen. She came across as some sort of giddy schoolgirl that couldn't quite believe her luck. And after a few years now being the VP of the United States, she really needed to have a more reserved composure. Something that really was very cleverly adapted by, of course, our 3 times winning Conservative Party leader and British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. She had an array of characters that she presented at different situations. It's kind of a fine line between acting and not. But you see, some people simply can't act. And this is the problem now for Keir Starmer's government. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you today. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me on a very cold and windy London day, grey and miserable as well. Always reminds you of that song, doesn't it? A Foggy Day in London Town. Yes, brilliantly sung, of course, by so many. Sammy Davis Jr., Ella Fitzgerald, and of course Frank Sinatra. Dean Martin too, he did a wonderful version. Yeah, it's funny how songs stick in your mind. What song's in your mind today? Don't be shy, just share. Well, yes, if it's Agadoo, that's fine, or Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. You'll be singing that now, won't you? You're wearing one, even worse. Suits you though, sir, absolutely. You know, if you feel comfortable, we're very free and easy on this channel. So let's get back to your story of the day. On a more serious note, as you know, many of these people have literally been absolutely derogatory about the 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. You know, Angela Rayner, our Deputy Prime Minister, currently languishing, of course, in yet another grace and favour home, alongside Rachel Reeves, while you're freezing over here in the United Kingdom. They're getting all their heating paid for by you, the British taxpayer. That's all they care about. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting, because as you saw, there was an address to the nation and, of course, a sort of video put online from the current British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer. Always insists, by the way, on being called Sir Keir behind the scenes. Yeah, funny that, right? Now, here's where it gets really interesting, because clearly they're trying to, you know, snooze up to Mr. Trump, President Trump, should I say. But it's not working, because as I pointed out the other day, there's too much video footage and online sort of things that, you know, you can see you can't stand him. And it's very clear. Now, as you know, there's a battle going on between the ambassadorial role of Peter Mandelson to Washington. Not quite sure where that is at the time of recording. Moving forward, it gets worse, though, because behind the scenes, now, I can tell you this 100%, behind the scenes at Downing Street, things are going from bad to worse. They are not keen on Trump at all, as you can imagine. But they've all been reminded to make sure that when they do video conferences and video meetings and put things online, to be standing next to a British flag and to say effusive things about the President of the United States, because they need him. Now, as you know, His Majesty the King did the nice thing by personally writing to him. So far, all we've seen is a video message from Sir Keir Starmer. But of course, President Donald Trump is not that stupid. He knows these people have no time for him. They sent out over 100 Labour MPs to make sure he couldn't win. That failed, and now, of course, they've got to cozy up. Oh, and by the way, yes, you know, this man, Lord Ali, seems he's got his pass back again. That's right. So it's all the same behind the black door of number 10 Downing Street. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.